can't fuck it up, basically. So it's okay if we talk about it. Welcome everyone. An evening of non-duality and spirituality. And some people turned up. In one way, when you speak about it, by me even speaking about it, in a way I'm kind of ruining it. Ruining it. Does anyone get why I say that? Because you said distortion. Kind of.
What did you say? What did you say?
Stefan said because it's a distortion.
Do you want another answer?
Miranda, go for it.
What was the question again? How did you put it?
The question was what's happened to your memory?
No, I had an idea. No, I think what you're saying, why are you talking about the non-duality?
Why talking about it?
Yeah, makes it, spoils it. Yeah. Ruining it.
Ruining it. I'm not going to use
ruining.
Because I can't say that word.
Yeah.
Spoil.
Well, perhaps, maybe it's because it's then non-duality. Okay, so it's like separating it. Huh? Not good?
No.
Well, anyway, I had a good idea. I just don't know how to say it. But yeah, I mean, that's what was my kind of thing. I mean, meaning like when no one is talking, or if you don't talk about it.
How about this?
You are in it, but when you begin to say it, you come out of it. Something like that.
Okay. How about this? How about what's wrong with what I just said? When I said, if you talk about it, I said it's almost as if you spoil it. Okay. So if I said, by talking about this, you spoil it, what would be wrong with that?
It's part of it, isn't it?
It's what?
It's part of it. The talking is part of it.
Exactly.
But it's not it.
It's not it. Would you say more?
No.
What's wrong with saying it? What's wrong with saying it?
You name it.
Separation.
Yeah.
What does separation mean? Separation means that it's an object that you can attain, or you can get. By saying it's an it, you're making it into an object. An object is different from you, and you can get that object. So you're making it into a goal by saying it. By even holding a meeting here and saying we're going to talk about non-duality can create a problem, because it makes it sound like there's something that you guys aren't getting, and that maybe someone up here like me is getting. And by talking about it and teaching it, it just reinforces that separation, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Or it doesn't have to. As Keith said, the talking is a part of it. The teaching, the meeting, the listening, the trying to get it, the trying to teach it, it's all part of it. So this can't be spoilt, you know. You can't spoil it, you can't ruin it. You can't fuck it up, basically. So it's okay if we talk about it. Because I'm talking about it. And it's not an it, because it's whatever's happening. And what do I mean by whatever's happening? I just mean whatever is being experienced. Whatever's happening in your experience. Whatever you're experiencing is whatever you're experiencing, right? And there's no problem with that. And there's something very lovely about sitting in a comfortable position and just being silent. Allowing the body to do its thing, allowing the mind to do its thing, allowing the world to do its thing. And of course, these aren't three separate things, these are three interconnected spheres of our experience. So what's the problem? Well, one problem is that the mind can start to believe that it is a separate entity. That it is somehow independent in some way from the rest of the reality that is experienced. And then, once there's the concept of being a separate, independent entity of some kind, you can then conceive that you are a doer. That you, this separate entity, is responsible and capable of initiating thoughts and actions. And that's what I call the doer. Another word I use is author. You believe that you are the author or creator of your thoughts and actions. That can cause a problem. Now, it might not be obvious why that would cause a problem. But that actually is the root cause of our suffering. And when that basic error is corrected, then the suffering falls away. You make a basic error, taking yourself as a separate self, and then as a doer. And then on top of that, lots of other errors are made based on this central error. I remember in a previous session, gosh, it might be about a year ago now, I spoke about a tree, and the basic error as being the trunk of the tree. And all the other things that come after that, that depend on that basic error, like the branches and the leaves. And what a lot of teachings do is they work out individual leaves and individual branches, and they ease suffering that way. This is like the tree of suffering, the tree of I, the tree of separation. You can trim the branches here and there and relieve suffering in aspects of your life. And what we're doing today is we're coming together to examine the root cause. And you fell that root cause, you chop that down, the whole tree of suffering falls. Now sometimes, however, this is where the analogy of the tree doesn't quite work. You can actually get rid of the central cause of suffering. But a lot of the other bits of suffering still continue for a bit through habit. And it can take a while for them to catch up and start to fall away. And maybe they won't all fall away. That's okay. Just the way it goes. You can't control it. A few bad habits that cause suffering might remain. It doesn't really matter. Because when you don't care about it, it doesn't really cause suffering anymore. It might cause physical symptoms. There might be physical distress. Or even psychological distress. But when there's no identification with those things, when you're not creating a self out of these different objects that appear within our subtle body, our thoughts, our feelings, you don't perceive those subtle things, those thoughts, those feelings, and make them into a person. It's just what's happening. But generally speaking, over time, those things will fall away. As a rule.